Hello, Bucks fans. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have a very awesome video to show you guys, and that is talking about Emeka Egbuka and also just talk about his ability inside the red zone. And we're going to kind of compare that with Chris Godwin, the Buccaneers receiver, as well. So it's just really cool to see Emeka win in so many different ways inside the red zone, but you can see it right here. His ability to make tough catches and use his hands is very evident.
Yeah, and it's everything's drawn up for him. This is a good defensive play call against him. The linebacker read, he's going deep, he's going in the end zone. There's a guy underneath, there's a guy over the top, but the hands catch was phenomenal here. And this is something you see from Chris Godwin a lot, but you're also seeing it from Emeka as well. And to bring those two together, imagine them on the field at the same time. Contested catches. Can you do it at the high pressure situation in the red zone with guys draped all over you? Chris Godwin does it, and you're going to see it time and time again in college football with Emeka as well.
Right. Yeah. And it gets tighter in the NFL red zone as well. But you can just see like his ability to create space. You're going to see it here. Just a great job of running to space, understanding what his options are, and really sells the inside and then goes back outside. And the ability to make this play, good hands catch, and a good contested play by Emeka Egbuka.
And that's what the biggest word we're trying to get across: contested catches. In the red zone, you got to be the guy that wants it more, right? So these windows are a lot smaller. There's not much space to work with, right? You're in the red zone for a reason. Everyone's going to be more tight, more in your face, more aggressive. Look at that window. It's a, to me, somewhat of a poor throw. I mean, he's not really leading. He has to stop on his route, jump behind him, turn around, catch it, and then secure it and get down. That's just him wanting it more in the defender. Yes, the defender doesn't see it, but the ability to kind of go with it and turn and make a catch like that, phenomenal. And just like you see, it's very much similar to Chris Godwin. Same thing, just throw up ball. Who has it more? Who wants it more? Turning, catching, securing. Chris Godwin's just another animal. Let's see if Emeka can be something like him. But this is the big comparison we had all throughout the actual film study of him. The similarities you saw between him and Chris Godwin.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Godwin's hands are ridiculous, and now you see it. You see it here with a Mecca and his ability to run routes, but also just look at the ability he has to have here to make this catch. Again, it's not an easy play to make. He sells the route really well. The defender's in good position, but he
Right.
just makes a great play. And this is again another great pass from at the time was CJ Stroud. So you can see the ball placement is good, but this ability to come down with it and just the overall subtleness of making the play is really outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the catch, like you just said, the selling of this route. Oh, it's just a simple out route. He turns his head, he's just going to catch it underneath. The corner bites on it, but not that much. Then he turns upfield. He's running with the guy, the subtle little pulling the hands down just so he can get his hands up at the last second. Phenomenal. Secured catch. So he's a quarterback's friend. Let's put it that way. And who else is? Chris Godwin, right? The things that they can kind of set up. Yes, Mike and Chris have a hell of a good chemistry together, working together. And it's just crazy to me adding a wrinkle like a Mecca to this, where you don't necessarily have to only look where Mike and Chris are. You're gonna have to look a lot more, especially with even Jalen McMillan next year. But Chris Godwin and Emeka are just so similar that it's gonna be fun to see them working together.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see like how Emeka sets up this play here, selling the run action, and then he's going to explode out of that cut to the end zone and knowing where the space is, knowing where that defender is. So he can do a good job of shielding the defender off, making the possession catch, and then getting the touchdown. So there's a lot that goes into it. And you can see Emeka has that instinct ability right there.
Yeah, and this is stuff we talked about in his initial film study, like setting things up, right? Not everything has to be a million miles an hour, especially when there's a play fake going on in the backfield. You want to sell to this cornerback. Yeah, I'm just going out there to block for you guys. I'm not even in the play. And then immediately break off and secure the catch, even though he's right there on you. Red zone, working in the running game. We all know Chris Godwin's phenomenal in that and his run blocking abilities, and that teams know that. So it's just using that as a weapon. Sell that you're going to block someone, you're going to knock someone's head off, and then immediately break off the route and catch the ball. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, like you just saw in the last clip, now you're seeing it here, working together, right? And in tandem, just add that. Again, Mike, how long is he going to be? Is Chris Godwin going to be the next guy kind of using his abilities to open up a Mecca?
Mhm. Yeah, and then here you see it like with the, the run action, and the Bucks will be able to do stuff like this and really take that pressure off of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin with, actions like this and get the ball in space to Emeka where he can be a playmaker after it. So that's really fantastic news for the Buccaneers because now you're just going to be that much more dynamic in the red zone and it's going to help the offense overall.
Yeah, it's ways to use guys. Chris Godwin's almost like a running back at wide receiver. What do you know? Same thing with Emeka. And being able to use him in that capacity, because Mike, is not going to be doing that. Let's be honest. Chris Godwin can, as I used him multiple times in screens, time and time again. It always works. If Emeka can be like that, but also add a wrinkle where he's running around in the backfield, eyes are going to be drifting every which way. It's going to get free releases for other receivers.
Yeah, no doubt, and you can see it here just on the screenplay, being able to finish, and then we continue on. Ability to win in man coverage in red zone is very important. So again, he has an ISO against the slot corner, and he just runs the space. He sets this up really well. A nice inside release that he's going to get here on the defender with that plant foot, getting through the traffic there, and then able to separate and catch a ball from CJ Stroud and get the touchdown.
A lot of big coaching points, getting through the traffic, like you just mentioned. He's getting
Yeah.
through a little middle linebacker who's trying to push on him to mess up that route, stays with it, stays low, presents himself as a target. The corner makes a good play. I mean, this is an NFL caliber corner right here. Knocking at his hands at the ball, still secures it, gets it, touchdown. Red zones, the money downs, right? That's where you're going to make money or lose money. This guy does a lot to make money in the red zone.
Yeah, and now with Chris Godwin, we're going to see similar thing. His ability to create space, just enough space for his quarterback, and then at the same time be reliable and dependable with his hands. This is a great hands catch, makes the play, and now you're adding another guy like this who can do the pretty much similar things. That's going to make it very dangerous for the Buccaneers offense.
Yeah, the more you look at it, you're like, Chris Godwin's damn good. That's all you can say when you look at some of these catches. But
Yeah.
more of the wrinkles, like Chris Godwin close to the line, you think it's a run play. Then you bring him on an end around where he has a wide open free release. Give the fake of the handoff, wide open here. Stuff you've seen Chris Godwin do. This guy can be used same way. So it's like you don't necessarily have to overuse Chris. That's why they were saying, oh, maybe they drafted him because Chris Godwin's not going to be healthy to start the season. Yes, maybe, but it takes the pressure off of him, right? You can use Chris in different ways and give him breaks, right? So it's a lot of just finding ways to get creative to use all of your weapons.
Yeah, for sure. And then now we're going to see just like his instincts and understanding concepts, like how he's being defended. And again, this is just a great route concept because you're basically selling the corner route, but you're going to turn that into a curl, come back to the quarterback. And I like how he presents himself right here. Again, he's coming back to the football. He understands, okay, I'm open. I'm going to make this catch. Again, nice, easy touchdown.
I like it's a hands catch as well, securing it, bringing it down, like you just said though. But like the transition of the route to break down, come back towards the ball, hands catch, you gotta love it.
Yeah, it's great stuff, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the like button, help support the channel. If you want to see more content like this, let us know. And we love to hear from you guys in the comments. And with that said, until the next one.